bullcrap fake history. We got to learn even our real history. Why don't we know the importance and the what all the HBCUs did for us originally before you could go to these other schools?
When they talk about Mary McLeod Bethune, what she did.
Yeah, like we don't dig into that. Like, and then people don't understand. In the grand scheme of things, it's been a very short period of time where you could attend a non-HBCU. It ain't been that long, though. Like people, like I'll give an example. People a few years ago, with Dr. King's 50th anniversary, right? There were some guys complaining about some of his theology, and I'm like, okay, are you going to ignore the fact that he wasn't allowed to go to a conservative theological institution during that time, and the only place he could go was a liberal theological institution? Just gonna act like that didn't happen? You see what I'm saying? And we do that. I don't know, man. Just the history of it. I think last year I was posting like every day through February about the connecting of the black church and the HBCU and all that stuff. I'm telling you, I didn't get much traction at all. Period.
Yeah, because the thing is, my bad, not to take the live there. It's what I've spoken about before, and I even check myself sometimes because I've been laughing. I've been watching a lot of responses on the whole Gunna snitching situation, allegedly snitching. I don't even know what he did. I don't care about him getting out of prison. And what I'm saying is, me sometimes myself, we naturally gravitate to negativity and drama and just talking about the problem, that no one will try to get focused on solutions or real things. You get what I'm saying? It's just better to keep talking about it instead of actually going out and doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, they worried about if he snitched or not. Nigga, let's worry about the deeper root of the problem, bro.
I'm so, and I'll be so confused. So let me get this straight. We're more angry if this was the case, and I don't know. But let's just say in general, are you saying that we should be more angry about a criminal telling another criminal than we should be about the criminals killing black people? Is that what we saying? We supposed to be more mad about that?
Right.
Look, I'm not in nobody's gang, never have been, and it ain't my business. But we got we have inside terrorists in our community. We be like, oh, he did this, he did that. I don't care. Come on now. That's the focus. Some little girl out here ain't got no daddy no more because somebody done killed him. Some little boy out here ain't got no daddy no more because somebody done killed him. Somebody else got locked up, taking a charge. And this is so confusing.
Yeah, and they always say free. I ain't talking about Gunna, but they say, go ahead, bro.
In general, that makes sense to you? So at the end of the day, watch this. This is another thing. But they talk about loyalty, right? This is weird to me. So if me and Troy, we in a gang, me in the white paint gang, right? We get locked up. I take the charge for Troy out of loyalty, but he lets me take the charge. That means he ain't loyal to me. How that makes sense? Like the logic.
That's deep. That's deep.
Troy know I ain't do it. He knows he did it. He let me stay in it.
It's selective. They're selective. And be honest, man. There's no, and that's what I think about with my son. There is no good that comes from this. The rules are selective, and everyone only wants it if it's them. So don't snitch on me now. But I need you to take a rap for me to be good. So, don't protect yourself, but do something so that I don't get. You get what I'm saying? But I need you to take the rap so I can keep stuff. Now, some people be like, all right, I know what you got into. That's why I'm saying, like, and look, there's always going to be, like what someone says, I don't want to be those guys. I'm not one of those guys that be like, all right, music is making us bad. Because my thing is, at the beginning of the world, we're immoral people. You're always going to have crime, some type of violence, some type of You
Yeah.
know, you got mother effers eating on a drum. It's something you're still going to do
Right.
crime. But what I'm saying is there has to be a better way that this just ignorance isn't glorified. Because everybody want to rap and they want to do all this, and now when it's time to stand tall, nah. And that's why I get like, you know, I get Whack 100 as a troll, but he said it. He like, nah, bro, it's time for you to stand tall and be a street nigga, Gunner. Right? This is what you do. Right? Y'all get bodies, y'all move drugs, and y'all don't snitch. So, nigga, I need you to stand on the lifestyle you say you would. And what it is most cats ain't want to do that. They not.
I mean, it's different when you actually in the whole cell for real. And you like, damn, this shit ain't fun.
That's why I give Ice Cube his respect. And you know, a lot of people try to throw barbs at him, but he's probably
They do.
He penned some of the best rhymes for gangster rap ever. But that wasn't him. He was telling the story of everyone else. And then Ice Cube didn't try to stay in those streets. Dude went on to start making family movies.
Right, man. Movies I still watch to this day. I still watch every day. I ain't gonna lie. I still watch this movie though. That's dope. Man.
It's for a sense of one, our circumstances dictate this, but it's a sense of laziness, and it's a sense of like I said, not really trying to really reach back and actually protect and mentor our young.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at our young women. I even talk to some of the women in my job, and they talk about how they was caught up in one street dudes and fast money. But you expect these cats, these gonna be the niggas that marry and build a stable life. So it's like our whole thought process is just wrong.
It is.
What are we doing family-wise that people think this is the wave? And that's where
I have no idea. I really don't know. Why we keep doing the same shit and keep embracing the same stuff. I don't know.
We are recovering. Let me say this: we are recovering from the effects of the 70s and 80s. We are recovering as adults. However, through entertainment, we're allowing another monkey wrench to be in. That's the dang on the gender war that we participate in between black men and black women. That's kind of weird. I don't understand that. But we are recovering from absenteeism, which means that there are more children that are our kids' ages that don't look at that as the only way to do things. We are moving to for sure. We just got to make sure that we're not letting the manosphere raise our boys and the peel people raise our daughters, so that the only people they got to pick from is these over emotional toxic people until they produce it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just everything. What came out is everything is just literal black and white. No type of interpretation. So you either a man that's toxic, you either a chick that gotta be a bad bitch or a boss. You get what I'm saying? No one is actually, if you notice, none of these movements have talked about working in cohesion and in cooperation. It's gotta be this way or the other. If I make figures, I should be able to get any chick I want. If a woman is fine, she should be able to get a man that's going to. No one has talked about an actual family. And Kevin Samuels, that's what he was for. But then it turned into, all right, let me talk about as many women as I can on my show and keep regurgitating.
I know what you're saying. It's like at first he had to write, but then after that he said, I'm just going to troll.
Culture got us confused, right? You got some fellas out here that think being a gentleman is simping. Yeah. And you got some women out here that think you got a simp to be a gentleman. It don't make sense. And then that's when you end up with this whole crazy dichotomy going on. I'm gonna tell you, there's one thing that's a fact. The only way to have a successful black community is for the counterparts, the two foundational pieces of the community to be together in some way, shape, or form. understand. So you, how do you have any love for black men if you ain't got no love for black women? And how you got any love for black women if you ain't got no love for black men? Because that's the only way to make more of it.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I do hear a lot of black women say they don't like black women. They be like, I can't stand other different.
But
I can't work with other black
they,
women.
but
I can't do this. Like what?
but John, Ray, they be cool with black men though, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, now watch this. Watch this. Have you all seen? And I'm not. Everybody can do what they want to. This is not a. This is just a biological fact. I'm about to say. Have you all seen? Um, have you all seen Blake Griffin's son?
Uh,
Yeah, I said
the
the
white one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen Blake Griffin's daddy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Griffin's daddy's grandson is a white man. So
Yeah.
even if you love black men as another black man, the only way you can have more black men is to have a. It just don't work no other way. Now you can choose, look, do what you want to do. I'm just saying that's a biological fact. Like you one generation from not being you no more. That's just
Damn.
No,
what it
that's
Right.
is.
Right.
fact.
Right.
Because you brought up, I think you showed me years ago Barry Gordy's like grandson, or like the